Welcome everybody to episode 4 of Leon Live. Today we're going to be talking about the completely redesigned Terra LuminSound speaker. Every LuminSound is still made right in Brunswick, Maine. And joining us today is Mr. James Banfield from the factory out in Brunswick. How you doing today, James?
Hello all, I'm doing quite well.
Fantastic. Yeah, all these speakers are still handmade in Maine, right down to the woofers and tweeters, where we even magnetize the iron ore to get the proper specifications for each speaker. Tell us a little about that magnetizer, James. What does it look like?
Well, conveniently, I have a tattoo right here on my arm.
Convenient.
Had this done a little while ago. It's the old Rudy Bozak magnetizer.
Yeah, a magnetizer is cool. What does it do?
Basically, you put the magnet, a raw magnet, into the magnetizer, turn a dial, and then power goes through and magnetizes it.
I thought that before we talk about all the changes, we should show the original LuminSound. So James has one down at our main factory. There it is. You can see we kept that cylindrical form. The difference is that you might not see on camera is that your original speaker is made of roto-molded plastic, which is super durable, it's great outdoors, but it's not very easy to customize. And at Leon, one of our main tenets is about adding sound and style and definitely allowing you to customize your speaker to match your environment. So what we did was we kept that same durable core. The speaker is actually wrapped now in perforated aluminum with an aluminum cap, both super easy to customize with architectural powder coats. So what you're looking at in front of me is our brand new palette of colors. This is what it looks like, because we know, depending on what region you are, what style you might have, that you're going to want to customize the speaker to match your exact environment. And if you don't see what you like here, there's also infinite amounts of customizable colors that you'll have. There's a link that you'll see down below that will enable you to just say, hey, look, if you have sort of a different kind of hardscape, different kind of green space that you want to match, you can do all those too, even match a house color or a pathway color. But we know that depending on what region you're in, your landscape is going to look dramatically different. Right? So let's say you're in the Southwest, you might want sort of an earth tone or a terracotta. If you're in a modern space, maybe you want one of the aluminum tones. If you're down like sort of near marine with a lot of sunlight, maybe you want to use a white or a sandy white. So that said, what I love is just the ability to customize. I think that's part of the design language. And adding the light and the sound at the same time, I thought it'd be cool to have James, who's our technical guru, describe some of the technical aspects that we modified and changed, some of the innovations, and just introduce James as someone who could always help you designing your next project.
A couple of the details about the new LuminSound TRLS50. The LED light is a 12-volt power supply at 5 watts. There's a couple of different mounting options. We've got a hardscape pan that you can mount onto the ground, a deck or concrete. Then the speaker would get mounted directly to that. So it's like a pre-construction bracket for that. Or we also have a softscape or in-ground mount. So you dig the hole, put this in the ground, backfill, and then mount the speaker directly into that.
So James, so you would bury that in the ground first, and then the speaker goes in. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and then the speaker would go in, so it's exactly like a pre-construction bracket. And then there's a conduit hole there. A 2-inch conduit can be put directly into that.
Gotcha.
Then we also have the standard spikes. So the 2 of these spikes can mount directly into the bottom of the speaker, and then you can just spike it directly into the ground.
Yeah, people like to use a lot of these, so we want to have a lot of different options. There's definitely going to be more options coming on down the road, including a bollard mount and even a wall mount. So James, how about some of the audio specs, tech specs of this product? What's it capable of doing?
The technical specs are very similar to the other one. We did upgrade some of the details of the audio to fine-tune some of the details of that. Then it's still 70 volt as well as direct to 8 ohm, depending on the application.
So you could home run it if you want to do 1 or 2 pairs, or you could run them in
70 volt, depending on the amplifier, you could have up to 50 on a channel.
Got you. What's the main power behind all these days?
These days, we're using LEA amps or Crown amps with our own built-in DSP.
Yeah, so what we tried to do is really find the best amps for this application that are commercially viable. So, partnered with a company called LEA, who has remarkably intelligent, really amazing sounding amplifiers, and we use a standard Crown, also that have DSP curves already tuned in, so make our speakers light up just right. So, James, you ready to build a lot of LumenSound speakers?
We're looking forward to it. Nothing keeps Chris busier than that.
Thank you, James, down in Maine. Thank you, everybody, for checking out the brand new lineup of LumenSound. Hope you guys are all killing it, ready for summer, ready for grilling, ready for listening to your favorite music outside. To learn more about LumenSound and Leon Speakers, check out our brand new website, leonspeakers.com, or check us out on social at Leon Speakers. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Have an amazing day.